Welcome to segment 2 of this NHL Tom Greene spectacular with Nick Gosen.
Yes.
That last part is pretty critical because he is here.
I am.
But anyway, we talked about our snubs and surprises and whatnot in our first segment, so let's get right to the matchups here. Where do you want to start?
Might as well start from the top with Boston, Detroit, right?
Might as well, since we're wearing our Tigers and Wings gear here.
I don't know why I wore my Tigers stuff, but all right.
It works. I wore Tigers gear to a Wings game. I'm proud of it.
Yeah.
Last year, when I got this shirt, last year, opening day, Tigers were in Minnesota. And I was wearing Tigers gear at the Hockey Town Cafe and stuff, and I went to go in and watch
Tiger
the game.
stuff is universal. You can wear that anywhere, really.
Exactly. But anyway, Boston and Detroit. So, the Bruins,
Yes.
President's Cup champions.
Yep.
And they've had basically success with every team except for the team they're facing in the playoffs, which is the Detroit Red Wings.
Yeah.
So, what do you think?
As a homer, I want to say that Detroit is going to come out and win this series, and I think we're both kind of in the same boat here, but we just don't really see Detroit pulling this one off quite yet. I got Boston in 6. Detroit has the talent, obviously, they could beat anybody right now, but the thing is, Detroit doesn't win very many 2-1 games, and I think when you're playing a team like Boston, the mistakes you make are just absolutely critical. Any mistake can cost you a game.
If it was like the last game we played against Boston, they took a 2-0 lead, I think it was, and I thought that game was over.
Yeah.
I thought
it's hard to score that.
And Howard, not again.
I know you don't like Howard, but
I know it. I've had one heart attack this year, not a second. I've actually not had a heart attack, but it seems like I've had about 50 of them with this season.
No kidding.
But anyway, you picked Boston in 6.
Yeah, I have Boston in 6.
That is not a bad pick, and if you're a Boston fan, this is not to be biased, but I'm saying you will not have an easy time with these Wings, because I bet you a lot of people in around the Boston area not only are thinking about the Boston Marathon over a Sam Adams cherry wheat, but they're also thinking, oh, this series is a pushover, this is easy. No.
I don't know if the Bruins think that, but Detroit has a lot of leadership. They've been there before. I think they can make some noise. It's just, I just think Boston's just a little bit too talented in this case to fall to Detroit.
I've got Boston winning in 7, but I bet you if Detroit were playing either Boston or Pittsburgh, I said to myself, either way, it's going to go to 7.
I think they have a better chance against Pittsburgh, honestly, but you got Boston, you got to do what you got to do.
Yeah, it's a grind.
Yeah.
So let's go with the other side of that matchup, Tampa Bay against Montreal.
I guess that's kind of my upset. I don't really know if it counts as an upset, but I got Tampa Bay in 7. It kind of depends on which goalie plays in net for Tampa Bay. If Ben Bishop's been one of the best goaltenders in the league this year, honestly, I thought he should have made the U.S. Olympic team over Jimmy Howard, but that's a whole different scenario. But if he doesn't play and Lindback plays, I don't know, I might have to pick Montreal in this one.
I bet you why Jimmy Howard got to the team was because that day at the Winter Classic he looked like Tom Brady stepping out of the field if you ever saw one of the Red Wings programs. He does, too.
Yeah, does he have his Uggs on, too, like Tom Brady in commercials?
I think he had the skates on, but yeah.
the man Uggs.
Tampa Bay against Montreal. Well, believe it or not, I think Tampa Bay lost this series when they traded captains.
Yeah.
They had in Florida it was a heartbreak, and the New York fans it was almost embraced.
Yeah. When
Tampa got Ryan Callahan and St. Louis went to New York.
Yeah.
St. Louis, of course, if you're hockey fans.
Yes.
I tweeted once, I wonder if Marty St. Louis played for St. Louis. That would be interesting.
The guy was undrafted, I know that much. But
I got the Habs winning this series in 6.
All right.
And if you've ever been to a hockey game against a Canadian team, they are very...
They travel well.
Yes. Because I went to the Winter Classic and the Habs game.
Yeah.
Go, Leafs, go! Go, Habs, go! Go, Habs, go! And it was a French accent also. Go, Habs, go! They were coming out in full force, no doubt about it.
Oh, yeah. They got a great team, no doubt. I think it mostly depends if Tampa Bay has Bishop in this series. I think they're missing St. Louis a little bit, but he's not really playing that well in New York himself. But Callahan's been pretty good for Tampa Bay. I guess we'll see what happens.
And speaking of, you said Bishop, it is Holy Week, so Jesus might have to be in this series.
He might come back.
You never know. It's this Sunday. We're waiting for you, Jesus. Praise God. Anyway, to the other side of the bracket, I think we'll do this one and the other one, and then we'll do the Western bracket. We'll put it like that. Pittsburgh against, I think, our new big-time rivals,
Oh, yeah.
the Columbus Blue Jackets.
They're getting better. You want to go first this time?
Oh, sure, let's do it.
All right.
Well, Pittsburgh, they're good. There's no doubt about it.
Yeah, they're a good team.
I bet you in the locker room during the Red Wings game, Danny Bilesma said to him, "Let's knock these Wings off tonight.
Yeah.
This is almost a playoff game." Well, guess what? We made it in.
What now?
What now, Danny B? What up?
Deal with it.
What now? Exactly. And the Blue Jackets, of course, have had critical wins against the Wings, and they've also lost a couple of times to the Wings, which proved huge for us. But they are getting better as a team. And both Boston and Pittsburgh are in situations where they might actually not want to be.
Yeah, honestly, I really wanted to pick Columbus to upset Pittsburgh, but I just couldn't. No, I couldn't.
I had to go with Pittsburgh in 6 because...
Yeah, we have the same thing.
You know, Sid the Kid is just that good.
Yeah, best player in the game right now.
But he still took my Stanley Cup and my gold medal away, and all. I don't know if I'll forgive him for that.
Yeah.
It's never good.
Malkin might be healthy. I'm not really sure about that one. But the thing is, Fleury, playoff Fleury, is something else.
Yeah,
that's for sure.
As I had tweeted in, let's see, it was before they scored, before the Wings tied it up. I said we need a flurry of goals here.
Yep, we couldn't stop a beach ball at times.
Nope.
I'll tell you what.
So Pittsburgh in that one.
Yes.
The Rangers against Philly, and I might as well.
For this one.
I might as well start this one.
All right.
The Rangers, they like we said in the first segment, we're under the radar all year.
Yeah.
And I saw John Morosi tweet his Stanley Cup Finals, and I thought to myself, wait, the Rangers are in? Oh, well, good for them.
Very quiet team.
Yeah. I mean, I can't believe I'm saying this, but they're Kate Bach's team. And they went under the radar. I mean, yeah. Kate Bach doesn't go under the radar. If you've seen her before, my God, she is beautiful.
That is definitely true. And plus, it's a New York team. I mean,
yeah. I mean, they're not the Islanders. I mean, I'm sure when Rick DiPietro got traded from there, he's like,
I think he's still getting paid for New York.
Thank God I'm out of that.
That's for sure.
Anyway, I've got Philadelphia upsetting the Rangers in 6. I have a feeling that Claude Giroux and that team are very physical.
Yeah, they know how to play hockey.
I'm not sure who's more talented. It seems like the Rangers are more talented in this series.
That's the story of the Rangers, like the past decade. They sign all these big name free agents. You know, it looks great on paper. Every year you look at the Rangers and be like, you know, they can make the finals, and they just don't perform as well. It's like where careers go to die is like New York. Mm-hmm. And just Rick Nash, you know, St. Louis hasn't been playing well. Brad Richards hasn't been nearly as good. Mm-hmm. I mean, it just kind of piles on.
So the Philadelphia Flyers will win that series in 7. Or in 6, I meant.
I got the Rangers in 6.
So that could go either way. We're going to have the Western bracket on segment 3 of this show.